Hey everybody, welcome to the wonderful wide world of coins. This is Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin in Tucson, Arizona. Thanks for joining me today. As always, like, share, subscribe, do those things that help out where you can help out, when you can help out. And today's video is about a singular coin, which I gotta tell you, it was really bizarre the way this came about. One day I got a package in the mail that I wasn't expecting from someone who didn't tell me they were shipping me a coin to look at. And so I open the package, and inside is one singular coin. And this coin is something that I think most of you probably have an inkling already for many reasons of what the coin may be or might be. For those of you who collect Morgan silver dollars, you may know right away what I'm going to show to you. This is the 1895 proof Morgan dollar. And this particular coin here is a proof 63 with the CAC sticker on it. And a very, very lovely coin. And we'll talk a little bit about the coin itself, the history of the coin, and that short history of that one time an $80,000 coin just showed up in the mail. And I was really surprised to see it. And what a neat looking coin. So for those of you who don't know, proof Morgans have largely been minted in quantities of, roughly 500 to 1,000 pieces. So here in the red book, you can see the quantities issued. This number here is an ID number. That's not a value. And most of them, you can pick them up in that roughly $3,000–4,000 range. And then you get to 1895 and it's like, $60,000, $70,000. Well, why is that? Well, that is simply because in Philadelphia, you saw the mintages start dropping, from $1 million down to 375,000, down to 110,000, and then gone. So they did not make one. So what happened historically is that collectors would want to put an 1895 Morgan in their collection. And so these coins single-handedly became, in a way, the king of Morgan dollars. I realize that that moniker has been used on a few other coins, the 1893S. So there is kind of a playthrough here where you're looking at a coin where it is like all other proofs in that its availability is somewhat similar, but also the price point's just crazy different because of the historical significance of the date. This particular coin is priced at $80,000. And, before we go hating, let's just say out loud, if you can afford an $80,000 coin, I am happy for you. Good on you. I always think that we should just be happy for people. That's all. So this coin is fascinating. It has tinges of toning. It also has a pretty decent cameo look to it. In other words, that black and white finish that you can see at certain angles. So these coins particularly trade in roughly the 50,000 to well on up, right? But think of most of them trading in the $50,000 to $110,000 range or something along those lines. There are, of course, exceptions, but collectors are looking for different things. And of course, price point could be one. So if their budget is $50,000, then what they're going to be looking at is a coin that's probably graded a proof 60 or 61 or 62, something like that, and maybe something that has a lot of scuffiness to it. And I've actually seen a couple of those in the last few years that were not particularly attractive coins, and they were still $50,000. And I have customers who've said, well, I would want a cameo, because you can buy a nice cameo for maybe $100,000 range, and that's understandable. You don't know exactly what type of eye appeal you're going to get on a coin like that. So in this particular coin, there are some lines here in the front of the field, and to me, that's the one distracting mark that keeps this coin from being more of a gem coin. Both PCGS and CAC like the coin. The rest of the coin, I think, is nice and unmolested. You'll see these fields that are very clean looking, and you'll see a date that is bold. You'll see a cheek that is bold. And then, of course, the reverse has a pretty nice cameo look to it with the black and white of the eagle to the back field. So there it is. There it is. So, you know, you look and you can try to find comps, comparable prices, selling prices, and they're all over the place. Once again, a little bit like the housing market, you can find two houses in one neighborhood with pretty dramatically different price points. And this coin is at what you would call like a full retail price. But honestly, the owner, I can't blame them. I think their price is not out of line. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shown the coin. I can understand how if this coin went to auction, that could very easily realize $80,000. So, having said all that, the King of Morgans is here. And thanks so much for being here today, guys. As always, like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can watch more videos on the right side of the screen, and you can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner. Thanks.